Hey everyone, it's Browncoatnerd. I've got another magazine review video for you. This one is on the Bulgarian made 40 round polymer magazine for the AK-47. Classic Firearms had these on sale not too long ago. That's where I got this one. I believe it was $7.99 or $8.99. And it just kind of caught my attention because it was a 40 rounder polymer and that wasn't super expensive. Also, being said made in Bulgaria, everyone thinks Arsenal. Now, these magazines are not made by Arsenal. They're simply made in Bulgaria. I believe the manufacturer's logo is that little guy right there. But they're not horribly bad magazines. But just realize, for the cheap price, what you're getting. These were never intended to be military contract magazines. These were only made for the civilian market. The more popular 40-rounder, the Russian Bakelite, or as we call it, Bakelite, simply just fiberglass that's painted, 40-round mags. They're, fiberglass. They're not metal, but they do have, it's probably not going to focus here, we got little metal reinforcing lips inside the magazine. Our follower here is metal. The front lug is metal. And this back tab is metal as well. Whereas on your typical kind of, found in the USA cheap Tapco thermal polymer magazine, everything is all plastic. On this guy, what we do have, it does have metal reinforced lips here, which is nice. This guy here, the follower, it is plastic. The front lug is plastic, and the rear tab is plastic as well. And I know on a lot of these fiberglass magazines, at least for military contract, they'll also have some metal reinforcement down here and sometimes along the back, where this does not. It does have a metal floor plate. So just know what you're getting, because the Bulgarian magazines, the waffle patterns, demand quite a premium. And I kind of feel like some people are trying to sell these off as Arsenal magazines, which they're not. I've seen some videos on YouTube of people saying how they paid $30 for these. Right now, these are on Classic for, I think, $12.99 is their regular price. And actually, I checked today, and they're sold out of the regular slab side. They have another model of this that has like little bullet outlines on the outside. I think it looks kind of cheesy. Some people like it. But I think the slab side finish here looks a lot nicer. And the quality of plastic on this actually feels pretty nice. It doesn't feel like it's really brittle, like on my ProMag. So that's kind of nice. I mean, for an $8 magazine, I couldn't be happier. Also, it holds 40 rounds rather than just 30, so that's kind of nice. And like I said, the regular price, I think, is $12.99. So even for that price, it's really not all that bad for a range mag. This isn't something, if you plan on going through some, reliability test with it, or just kind of trying to beat up something and see how much you can take. This guy's not going to last long. But for a range mag, I think it'll last you quite a while, especially with those metal reinforced lips it has on there. Now, some of the other kind of competitors I'd say to this mag would be your ProMag here, which this guy, as you can see, is kind of trying to look like that waffle pattern Bulgarian magazine. But this is a ProMag. Comes in this kind of cool looking smoked translucent covering here. But on this guy, everything is plastic except for the spring. I mean, no reinforcement, plastic follower, the tabs are plastic, and even the floor plate is plastic. So once again, for a range mag, this isn't bad. It's going to hold up for a while as a range mag. This plastic feels really brittle, though. I would not be surprised, even just after, normal use at the range, not even being rough on it, that this tab or this up here is going to wear out, or maybe even one of these feed lips is going to break on you. But it looks pretty cool, especially when it's loaded. This one only does hold 30 rounds, and I believe these go for on Classic for $14.99. So a little more expensive than this guy. And I'd say in real-world reliability, this is going to do a lot better. It's a little bit cheaper. It holds 10 more rounds. And I mean, it still looks cool. It's a 40-rounder slab side. Kind of looks like that old school original AK magazine look. And this guy, it looks cool, but holds 10 fewer rounds. There's no metal on this whatsoever other than the spring. And it's a little more expensive. So if you're just looking for a range mag, out of these two at least, I'd say go with this. And my Zastava M92, This does have a little bit of wiggle to it, which kind of surprised me, because the polymer mags in those usually fill up the mag well very well. This guy, I will say, is super snug inside the M92. There's hardly any mag wobble to it. Also, on my AMD 65 that I had, pretty much anything had mag wobble on that AMD. Other than this filled it up really well. When I first put it in there, it actually kind of felt like it was shaving a little bit off this magazine. So if you've got a AK that's got a oversized mag well, this might work for you pretty well because it is a wide magazine. Both of these have worked just fine. Reliability wise, I've had no issues. And then of course you got the original 40 rounder here. These guys a little more expensive than $8 and $15. But if you're wanting something that's really going to be reliable and durable, I mean, these have been used and abused, but you've got all that metal reinforcement on here. But these are going to go anywhere from like $70 to $90. The current market value of February 2018. Almost forgot what year it is. So very clearly, bigger price hike, but it's better quality. You've got a lot more metal in there. Some people like the orange, some people hate the orange. I love it. But this is a good alternative for you for range mag. Holds a ton of rounds. So yeah, I just kind of want to get that word out there that these are not actually Arsenal magazines, but they're just simply made in Bulgaria, which explains the price point. But at the same time, for the price, they are really not bad mags at all. I kind of wish I would have grabbed a few more when they're on sale. Alright, well that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and stay shiny.